you ran through the Undercity, and you did find yourself into the lower areas of the clinic. Unfortunately, a lot of them had been turned already, and you found a wastrelith in the bottom. Wastrelith. The wastrelith had abducted Solani, taken her to the upper portion of the tunnel, and subsequently drowned her, as well as you had a large fight in the sluice gate, upon which a second wastrelith had abducted Vivian, and Bowen had dived in after her. And now they are both missing. Solani is now, unfortunately, on her deathbed, and that's where you're starting.
So I can see, right?
So, Ludwig had done one last check before we had ended last session, and using said Shadowfell-based abilities, is able to see a shadowy figure crouching over her, which was mentioned to be more or less her shadow self from that plane. So
didn't a bunch of us start healing her?
Yeah.
you did, but it got her stable. The thing is, from her condition, it's hard to stop her from dying, if that makes sense. She's still kind of degrading. You've got her HP back, but the curse is kind of just spreading.
And none of us have greater restoration.
Can we have Ishmael cast Greater Restoration?
I'll say that it would stall it if you did, which, you know what, I'll let that through.
'Cause-
Now goes ahead to cast Great Restoration.
He is our cleric. He's the one person who's supposed to be able to do that.
It would stall it. You see that it has at least stopped this black, inky skin from creeping up towards her torso, but unfortunately she's still kind of unresponsive.
I want to try and talk with her shadow self.
Okay.
The
What do you
shadow.
want to ask?
I want to use a message so I don't look like a fucking idiot talking to myself.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
fair.
And I would like to say, Solani, what is that you?
You could say that.
So, your body's here, and yourself is here.
More like my other is with you, and I'm here.
Okay,
oh,
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Since your body is deteriorating into one of those monsters from the clinic that we saw, is it possible to bind your shadow to something here in the physical plane that won't deteriorate like a body? Maybe an object or armor or a skeleton or something?
you're gonna.
Hmm?
You're gonna. Wait. Are you trying to Full Metal Alchemist this?
Kind of, actually, yes. I suppose that would be the case, but there is unfortunate stipulations with that. If the material just gets destroyed, she would too. Same way, there are other ways of dealing with it, but as of right now, separation between her, and she points down towards the body, and me, is closing.
So, say for example, I'm asking her this.
Mhm.
May I continue to?
Mhm.
That if your body becomes one of the monsters, basically your body is only in the Shadowfell.
No. Her soul would conjoin with me, and what would be left of her in your world is the monster, so to speak.
Okay, so we kill the monster, but then what happens to you?
Stuck here in the Shadowfell.
And there's no way we can bind you to something like an object or an armor suit after that process is over?
Afraid not.
Would there be a way to say, through shadow magic, after we've already killed the monster, to maybe bind it? He paraphrases, "This is going to sound gruesome, but what if we cut your skeleton out and bind it to yours, and bind your shadow to your skeleton, then raise the dead?"
She squints at you. That is disgusting. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well, it's no different than becoming like a warforge.
That,
You still have to scrape a body out and take the soul and bind it to metal and...
I mean, she is a very sweet other, so I can't say that I'm overwhelmingly happy that she's being drawn into this world. I'll let you know a couple things. It is a possible backup plan that you would have. If you wanted to bind her to something, you would probably have to get permission from the Raven Queen.
Oh, goody.
I could always try again.
Where might I find her?
Here.
Well, where in your world?
One only needs this. Let me put it this way: the Raven Queen's castle is the one place within the Shadowfell that does not exist within the material plane.
Say
You
I
can
was
get there by just meaningfully wanting to go there.
say I was to cross and to go there. Is there a good possibility I could die?
As would be the case anywhere.
Is she actively hostile to outsiders, is what I'm asking. Am I going to get deported?
Depends on if you make her mad.
Oh boy. Well, will I be able to continue to see you?
If you so choose, I could stay in your company for the moment. I have nowhere to go.
I could always try forging a bond with the Raven Queen again.
How?
Warlock? Yes.
But you're currently bound to truth, and switching gods as a warlock is a tough thing.
Right, yeah,
You
I'm
would
willing
lose all your magic.
I'll use it anyways.
Could.
I mean, if you have the ability to reforge a bond, you could. That is a thing.
Could be consequences.
I mean, yeah, you'd have a pissed off god, but no.
There's always consequences to destroying a body and then taking the skeleton out.
Oh, no, not that consequence. The consequence
The consequences of pissing off truth?
Yes.
Yeah. There's fair consequences there, too.
To be fair, the last time I pissed off truth, we did have to fight a whole ass Nightwalker, so.
Can I pitch into that one?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing else to lose. I can try.
I haven't relayed any of this information to any of you.
We're just talking OOC.
Yeah. I want to ask Solani one last question before I start relaying him information.
And just for posterity's sake, the rest of you look like he looks like he's talking to a wall.
Okay.
What is he doing? What's he talking to?
I have no idea.
I want to say to her with another massive spell.
Okay.
Would your mother know a bit more about how to bind you to, say, a sword, or bind your body to the material plane through a skeleton as a backup plan, or how maybe to get us to the Shadowfae if we want to go see your queen.
Well, actually, I can tell you right now how you can get there.
Okay.
You have in your company materials to get there right now.
Oh, do we all have to touch the crystal?
Yeah, it's a out of character. It's a planar shift spell.
He's just gonna laugh to himself.
That's why all of the Shadow Fae have this problem. They literally get planar shifted as they die.
Whoops.
I want to relay all the information I've just learned to the rest of the party, and relay the only way to get there is to go through the crystal in Honey's pouch.
I think one of you also have pieces at the very least.
Honey's pouch? Honey, like the honey that just dove into the water?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that honey.
I think one other person had more. I just don't remember who it was.
Bone.
I don't think it's me.
That was
I think it was
Bone.
Bone.
And
I don't
Bone
remember.
also in the
Was it
water.
Bone?
I think it was
I-
Bone, actually.
I had some, but I turned it into a poison.
Turned it into a pudding?
Poison.
I was about to say, I'm like, wait.
It's not black pudding. There's no slime inside me. That's NSFW.
In which case, I would say, if you no longer have those items, Aricia might have some, you are correct. As for being able to bind something, it's more of something that only a deity would be able to do. It's like a defiance of death.
Uh-huh.
Thankfully, we know a deity.
Wait a minute.
That doesn't like you.
Actually, I think I have
Isn't-
a way to do this. I have...
Actually-
We know her father.
Oh wait, I have an idea here.
Pause for a minute.
Yeah.
Tulip King is more of a... He is like a deity. He's more like a demigod.
Who fathered gods.
Yes. He fathered gods. He is not a god.
Ah, so he's a titan.
More or
Dim-
less, actually. He's on the fake court, but he's not really a god.
Fucking fine.
That's why he was able to do it once for Solani. That's about it. But,
Couldn't we
you were
just-
saying, Ludwig?
Couldn't we just ask him to plane shift us to the domain?
Yeah, but he dipped, remember?
Okay, what about our mother?
Her mother's up top, still trying to quell the damn crowd.
Does anyone know plane shift?
No, I
Um,
wizard enough to do that.
I don't think any of us are high enough level.
I don't think any of you are decent in class to do that either.
I mean,
Hold on.
I have my
I mean, I
shadow
think
stuff,
wizards
but
can plane shift, but I'm not high level enough on wizard to
did
be able to do it.
did we
Yeah,
take-
wizards can plane shift, but you're not high enough level.
Did we take a long rest or a short rest?
Neither. You just are by the thing, remember?
Never mind.
Hold on, let me double check. That's a 7th level spell, my friend. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
got that.
You'd have to find a wizard that might have plane shift, or
I mean, we would have a cleric that might have plane shift, but
you have people.
7th level spell.
Seventh level? No, not a chance.
Nobody.
If you want some insight from above, you have people in town that like you. I'm sure you can figure out something.
You're right. We can go to the woman that gave us tattoos.
We could maybe
Got her
just
name.
try and go find Bone.
You also have a warlock, but again, I only get access to 3rd level spells, up to 3rd level.
Yeah.
With the notion of you finding Bone, make an insight.
Okay, I'll make an insight.
All right.
All of us? Or just...
Anyone who thinks that they might be curious about that.
I would be. Never mind, I'm not.
Oh, nat 20.
21.
Oh, damn.
A flat
21 for me.
Yeah,
Got a
I,
nat 20 plus 6.
Damos, what'd you get?
I wasn't gonna roll.
I
You wanna go?
inherited Slut's rolls from
Oh.
last game.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
You got some really shitty rolls last game, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I got fucking 1s and
Don't
2s all over the place.
But as an insight, I'm gonna say coupled with a perception between both of you, because you rolled really high. You can tell that from looking at the sluice gate, one of two things. Either they're out at sea, or something else happened, because there's not blood going down the tunnel. They're just suddenly vanished.
Okay.
So if it's to say necessarily that they're dead, it's hard to say. There's no body, there's no wastrolith, there's nothing.
So cool.
Maybe they went to go see Honey's mother.
There is, however, are any of you arcane adept?
What?
Like, do you have the arcane skill proficiency?
Yes.
Any of the
Proficient
people who
in
did well in the
Arcana.
insight?
Oh.
I mean, I am proficient with Arcana.
Okay. It looks like some kind of magic was used. Possibly teleportation?
Am I able to investigate the tunnel they went out in?
Carefully, but yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But what are people thinking of doing, if not for finding bone?
I'm thinking of going up topside to maybe gather some more information of whether, like, Bema might have a magical item to transport, or to see if her mother could, like, point me in the right direction of gaining knowledge through my shadow magic.
Okay.
To, like, open a rift or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can shadow walk, but I can only take myself.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, they might
pretty
have
high.
something. What, Landon?
That was pretty high level.
They have traveled a lot, especially on, legendary boat. There's a good chance, I would say, that they might have something. She is, though, a ranger, so...
I mean, she's literally a tracker by nature. That's why I'm saying we should talk to Bem.
I'm gonna be heading up towards Bem.
Okay. And Sapphire, did you make your investigation?
I did. It was a 21.
Okay. Definitely some kind of magical ability, but not actually a spell. There's definitely no signs of a struggle any further. And from what you can see, without having to go all the way down the sluice, because it is dark, it doesn't look like there's any kind of bodily fluids or anything. They flat out disappeared, and your guess would be it's probably some kind of magical ability.
Okay. With
What?
my Arcana, would I be able to tell if it's like, if it was teleportation, if it was still on this plane or to another?
Does teleportation leave residue?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Not
Maybe
Teleportation.
necessarily.
magic.
You can make it
Teleportation.
leave residue.
Teleportation circle will leave the burnt residue of the chalk, but a teleportation spell won't leave anything.
You can make it leave residue if you want.
That is true.
A
I will
teleportation
say-
circle just uses the chalk, and that's left behind.
You find
if
a
you-
lot of Vastrolith slime that's all over its body, but it suddenly stops halfway across the trail.
Okay.
That's the only residue that's left. Aside from that, nothing. Not even hair.
Okay, so I can't really tell if it's still on this plane or on another.
No, unfortunately. But, alright. You all good to make your way up top?
Sure.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Anyone else want to do anything while they're walking up the stairs here?
Wait, the stairs? I thought we had to crawl through the snake hole.
This is still the the second tunnel. Remember, they crawled up to here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, you make your way out and above ground, and you see that the fires are finally in control. Aricia is trying to dictate people to go back to their homes right now and clear the streets. Bema, Dolan, and herself are all trying very hard to fell off various shadow-based creatures. But they're doing well. They're doing well. It's not a heavy strain. You can see all three. What do you want to talk to? Or where do you want to go?
I'll go help Emma fight the things.
Okay. Landon, Ludwig, Deimos?
Yeah, no, I actually wanted to go to Bema. That was like my first suggestion.
Yeah, same.
I wanna go over to God or the mayor.
I forgot that was still a thing. He thinks he's God. All right. So Bema is currently, I mean, she's side by side with Dolan on this one. They're fighting a small horde of shade creatures. They're not shadows. They're kind of attached to the walls and having issues trying to fight them. Like they're very evasive. Dolan can't aim at them, and Bema is having her knife is just hitting the wall, not having good luck. As for Aricia's face to face with a giant hulking mass, and she's just pelting it with spells.
Sounds
But-
hot.
So Aricia is the mayor, right?
Yeah.
Who wishes to go first?
I mean, if they're still fighting, I'll just run in and help out.
Okay. Um.
I'll help the one that looks more
Like I'll charge right in.
dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
What's the
So-
strongest enemy?
In that case,
Appearance-wise.
Aricia is currently facing off with the strongest enemy for sure.
Great, run in there.
Okay. So roll me an initiative, guys.
Would you like to change the
Whoa. Okay.
Being-
Oh, I
Got an
got a
8.
good roll. 21.
22.
Damn
I got
it.
an 8.
Hold on. Let me write this down.
Thank you, Deimos. You're a god.
Sapphire, and then Ludwig,
Ooh, baby.
and then it's Landon.
Love how it's basically almost guaranteed at this point that if I roll initiative, my dice are like, initiative? Oh, does not matter.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm at a 5 right now. You said
I-
21, Ludwig?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else I need to add on here, Les?
Yes, this creature is a 19 plus 4, so that would be a 23.
Yep.
Yes. Dear DM,
Yes, what?
would you like a music change?
And for the other character,
Yeah,
like
regard.
Alicia? Aricia?
Aricia, let me roll Aricia really quick. Oh, potato. I mean, she rolled low, but her modifier is good, so she's got a 10.
What's it happening?
There.
Thank you. All right. So, creepy boy.
It's
Does anyone want to make a check on what this thing is before I give it a check?
Yes, please.
I mean, it's a creepy boy.
I want to make a check.
What am I rolling?
It came from the fell, so maybe insights.
Ooh, I have advantage. If it's inside, I have advantage. Not that that matters.
Would I have advantage because of my connection to shadow magic or no?
You might actually. That would make sense. I would get that.
Insight, that is an 11 plus
19.
6, 17.
So
I've
17,
got
19,
16.
16.
17, 19,
Samos doesn't care what it is. He's just gonna run in and attack.
So,
Amos rushes in.
I will say, I'll describe for you what you're fighting first. It's a... Imagine if Scream, like the serial killer,
Mhm.
actually looked like what he was dressed like. If his body was actually that way.
I
So,
have no idea what you're talking about.
Scream?
Ghostface?
Ghostface, yeah. I was...
Have you?
Scream is the name of the movie. Ghostface is the name of the villain.
Yeah, but it
So,
should be
alright.
recognizable.
Here we
Wait,
go.
so
Ooh, awful.
I found
Perfect.
I hate it.
I found a D&D version of it if you want to see.
Oh, nice.
So that is currently the creature that is kind of shambling towards Aricia. She's about 5 feet away from it, which is not great for a mage. But
That's great.
for the
I'm
people
gonna-
who know what it is, right? It's called a Bodek. It's very notorious for paralyzing its foes and then subsequently dragging them to the netherworld within melee range. So,
Well, great news. I may be I may be last on the initiative, but I'm gonna run in.
Amos rushes in.
I can just hear the Super Smash Bros. Music.
Oh, and if it does attack her, I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright. So, it's going to... First thing, since it is its turn, it has its aura of obliteration. The Bodek is surrounded by an annihilating aura of obliteration. All creatures other than undead and fiends that start their turn within 30 feet of it take 2d8 necrotic damage. It can suppress or emit the aura as a bonus action on top of its actual turn.
That's rough.
So, it's going to start with that. Since you all are within 30 feet,
Can I uncanny dodge that?
could you? That would just reduce the damage, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it would.
it halves it.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
You said Smash Bros. Music, correct?
I mean, that was just a
Putting
joke.
on Smash
Yeah.
Bros.
So for everyone within range, it is doing 10 damage to you.
Nice.
I mean, this is actually quite good Bodek music.
Awful.
I love One Winged Angel. But let's see. So it's going to go ahead and use its multi-attack first. It is going to go ahead and attack Racia, since that's what its original target was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to use 2 slam attacks and then its Scornful Glare ability. Okay, so let's roll the hit. And did people take the 10 damage from before?
Mm-hmm.
Say that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Anyone within 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. You said 10, right?
Yeah, 10 damage.
Just a note. For the special ability it's gonna cast against our Aricia,
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna use my Shadow Martyr ability, and my shadow is gonna dive in front of it.
For the ability. Okay.
So it blocks it, whatever it does to my shadow.
Okay. So, Aricia, do you have strong armor?
Sephiroth.
You have mage armor.
Smash.
Yeah, yes.
Sephiroth is
Ooh.
Smash.
No,
He's in Smash Bros.
he is now, but This is
Yeah.
his theme,
He's in Smash Bros. Now. But anyway.
Yeah, he is.
I guess.
So the first slam attack misses. It swings, and she just kind of gracefully elf things out of the way. But the second attack is a crit. And that's doing 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning and 3d8 necrotic.
Doubled because it's a crit.
Yep.
Rough.
So that's a free 42 damage. So, mage or not, powerful or not, it still smacked her across the face pretty damn hard. And your shadow took the scornful glare, right?
Yeah.
So the Bodak targets one creature it can see within 60 feet of it. It is the shadow. If the target can see the Bodak, it must attempt a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw. Creature takes 40 10 necrotic damage and is frightened for a minute on a failed save.
It got a 2.
It definitely failed to save.
Oh, then it dies, and that's it.
But yeah, that's what the scornful glare does. So that would be the end of its turn, and it's going to be very annoyed with you, so it's going to go up to you after it actually attacks her.
Does it get out of melee range with her?
Yes, it does. Good point.
Does that mean she gets an opportunity attack?
It does, but she only has a staff, and she got an 8 plus 5.
She's a wizard.
8 plus 5. Nope, does not hit his armor class. Rip. Alright, next up.
That
Sapphire.
would be me.
Yep.
First of all, I would like to stealth.
So, okay.
That went far. That's a 17.
You sneaky sneak. It's distracted too, so.
Okay. And then I'm gonna casually grab my Hellfire dagger and toss it at it.
Okay. Roll me a hit.
18.
18 hits. 18 hits.
Okay. That's one. Let me see the rest. Fuck is it? $19 damage.
Okay. Pretty damn solid. Damn. Okay.
I'll recall my dagger back.
So you slam it straight square in the chest. You've exposed its midsection area quite well. The hellfire kind of glows within its chest before you recall it. It is a seething void around the skeleton area where its chest should be. Probably shouldn't touch it.
Definitely creepy.
Gross.
Ludwig?
Okay. I want to cast lightning bolt on it.
Okay. No problem. It's a DC, right? Or is that a hit?
DC 19 Dex.
How is your dex, buddy? Is it garbage?
He needs to make a 19 to save.
It's got a 16, so no.
It's
I hope people
taking
behind it don't die.
44 lightning damage.
Damn.
Take baby.
All right.
And anything behind it.
So, it does kind of writhe for a bit as you shock it, and you have, unfortunately, nuked one of the townsfolk.
Oh. That's bad.
Doing nothing for your report right now. Oh, by the way, before I forget, it's only been you and Sapphire, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that 2d8. They should be.
Okay.
So you were both taking 11 damage.
Well, you said it should be aura on its turn, or
It's both.
oh,
It uses the aura as a bonus action on its turn and at the beginning of everyone else's action.
Ah.
Okay. For my bonus action,
all the way down.
Okay.
for my bonus action, I want to activate one of my tattoos on my body,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna cast a 5th level Cloud Kill on it.
Cloud kill.
Jesus.
Okay. What's the save it has to make?
Like,
I'm getting it right now.
I want to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, this would hit quite a few of us.
I wanna, when I cast this, I wanna cast it on the edge so that he's in the edge of it, but I wanna cast it further back behind him.
Okay, so you're kind of casting in the middle of the city, but all right.
Hitting easier.
She might be able to avoid it. She's within like 5 feet. Creature must make a con save. All right. Oh yeah, he's made that. That's cool. That's fine. He's got a 25 for con save.
It takes half damage.
So that'd be 5d8 cut in half.
Okay, let me roll 5d8 real quick.
Wait a minute. Didn't you cast Lightning Bolt already?
With my main action, a tattoo.
Ah, okay. I see.
It's a tattoo that I have to prep at each long rest.
Right.
And then I prep them out for what they're gonna be.
That's fine. Alright. So yeah, how much damage?
21.
21. So... Okay.
10 damage.
So Mr. Bojack is... He's hurting, but he's alright. He's starting to limp a little bit. He's turned his attention away from Aricia and to the rest of the party. Alright.
Do I hit any townspeople?
Yes. People's faces are melting.
Okay, I guess it's just like the fireball then.
Mm-hmm.
Round 2 from the past.
So...
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to convince her after murdering half the town.
I don't care how big the room is. I said I cast fireball.
That sounds about right. Oh, no, I forgot that this was a thing. Alright. Okay. It was Oricia's turn, right? Okay. Gaze of Orcus. If a creature starts its turn within 30 feet of the Bodak and two of them can see each other, the Bodak can force the creature to make a DC 12 con save if the Bodak isn't incapacitated. If the failed is saved, the creature drops to 0.
What?
I'm not kidding. That's what it says.
That's dumb.
Wait, did you say DC 12 con save?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's pretty low.
So if
It's
we,
it's a little low, but...
so if we get the save, then we die.
No, if you get
Fail.
the save, then you only take 22 damage. You only take 40-10 psychic damage. If you fail the save, you drop to 0. A
Who's
creature
the-
that is slain by the Bodak's gaze rises as a Bodak 24 hours later, unless restored to life by magical means.
Alright, let's see if he can hit us. Who's he
Uh,
targeting?
He's not. It's a passive ability on people's turns.
Oh, so you want me to roll a con save?
Oh God.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait.
let me roll a con save then.
Yeah, and I made Aricia roll the con save too.
Oh, fuck me!
What you get?
11.
Down you go.
But I'm put up to 1.
Yeah, that is good. That is actually good.
That was the saddest thing that has ever happened in
Well,
this entire game.
I am passed out now. On the floor.
Good news is you're not technically dead.
And Aricia, as a mage, got an 8 plus 2, so she's also down.
This would have been a good session to have Ishmael.
Ludwig just like
Not really bad.
just kind of like shuts down and goes into a center rest and falls over.
And Aricia is conked out on the concrete right now.
I will say when we kill this, can we have Ishmael cast Mass Cure Wounds or Mass Healing Word
He doesn't
Yeah.
have
so they don't
skills.
fucking die?
Also,
Yeah.
so that way no one knows I'm just trying to pull this out of my ass here. This is a cannon creature.
No, I know. It's fucking destructive.
But yeah,
I thought you said Bojack, not Bodak.
I'm gonna call it Bojack.
Bojack the talking horse?
Yes.
Rizgugak.
But Landon, it's your turn.
Yes.
2 things have to happen. 1, 2d8. So let's see.
No.
And give me a con save. So you're taking 9 damage. You give me a con save.
I'm not taking.
No,
It's a 16 for the concept.
you got the 16. Okay, sweet. So you're taking the 2d10, and then it's 4 here. So 22 damage.
22 total, or 22 plus the 10 already?
22 plus the 9. So 31.
Fuck that. I'm not taking that. I'll kindly pass it off.
Wait, what are you doing?
The reverse card.
No, you?
Be like, thanks, but I don't want this. I'm gonna cast Bolt. I know magic. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the Bojack.
Okay.
This Monsieur Bojack. It's a 16 plus 5.
Okay, you definitely hit it.
Incredible. I need quite a few D10.
You can see that as it has gazed at you and you're trying to hit it with a firebolt, its long tongue comes out of its ghost face-like mouth and just kind of coils up on the ground.
Creepy as fuck.
His long ghost mouth can kiss my ass.
It's going to in a second.
Fuck off.
What'd you get?
It's a good question. I haven't pulled out my. Yeah, there we go. That is gonna be nice. 10 and 8 and a.
Interesting.
So, 22 total.
22 damage? Nice, okay. So you smack it with a firebolt straight in the eye and it goes through the back of its head. It's still standing and it's just kind of gazing at you. It's the street starts to go dark. You made it mad, but it's hurting.
Oh, was
So-
it mad already?
Die mad.
Talking about that.
Is that your turn, Landon?
Um,
What do you...
I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
And that is my turn, yes.
Ludwig.
Yeah.
Nope. It's my turn.
Damos. Why are they calling you?
Yep. All right.
Yes, I'm a
So
large
I have a
cow.
plan.
So, wait. 2 things. 7 damage, first.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Yep.
And
Wait, am I taking damage again?
No, me.
no, it's
It's my turn. It's my damage.
I need it now.
it's gonna take all that damage. Now give me a con save.
20.
Damn. Okay.
I have a plus
Oh.
8.
Okay. So you're still taking 4d10. Let's see. Okay. So another 23 damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. What are you doing?
All right. So I have an idea. I'm going to first attack it with my greatsword twice
Okay.
because I have 3 attacks per turn. So I'm going to do this first. That's a 14 to hit. Really fucking low.
No hit.
Yeah, I thought so. That's 11. I'm assuming that doesn't hit. Fuck me.
It's just standing there as you just kind of whoosh past it with two.
Pink.
All right, and then for my third attack, I rolled a 24 to hit.
Okay.
God, this
I
thing
see.
is Sephiroth.
But this one I'm attacking with my horns.
Okay.
Well, horn for that matter.
A horn.
Yeah. And that's 6 piercing damage. Nothing major, but more importantly, I'm using my bonus action, so it has to give me a strength save.
Okay. Interesting.
So one of the Minotaur powers is that if I use my horn and a melee attack, I can shove it.
Okay. So it got 7 plus 4, 11.
That is not enough. It gets shoved back 10 feet, so it moves further away from the rest of the party.
Back into the
Wow.
cloud. Wait,
Hmm.
does it take damage again from the cloud?
Oh, shite. You did put it in the cloud, didn't you? Wait a
Yep.
minute.
It's in the center now. Well,
Wait a
closer
minute,
towards
okay.
the center.
Wait a minute. I need to open up Cloud Kill really quick. So it does last 10 minutes, so it should still be there.
Because it moved.
Yeah, I'll have to go ahead and roll a quick save.
Also, did it take the damage at the end of its turn?
Yes, it did. I made sure
Okay.
of that. So, we rolled an 18, but you're going to have to roll me damage.
Well, my passive spell save DC is 19.
No, I know. So it failed the save, so
Okay.
you need to roll me damage.
I'm rolling. 25.
All right. So Deimos has knocked it back into the Cloud Kill, and as soon as he does, its body just decomposes and eviscerates, leaving behind nothing but its cloak.
Beautiful. That's what I wanted.
Incredible. Outstanding.
Oh, shit.
I'm in a coma. Hooray.
I feel like this thing was more dangerous than the Nightwalker was.
It was. You almost killed 2 people.
It's the passives that I think made this more powerful than the Nightwalker.
Well, this
Well,
is a weaker target in case of health, but the damage it deals is insane.
The damage
Yeah.
Now imagine
And
having...
yet,
and the powers it has.
Are kind of silly.
It's like fucking
I was
Sans
tempted
skeleton.
to put like 3 Bodax here. You know what? I'm happy I didn't.
Yeah, I would have been ready, but I wish I could have actually hit with my sword.
So.
It just stood there and you just swung right past it.
So when you said it reduces me to 30 to 0 HP, but I went back up to 1 because of my feet. Would that be like full maximum damage? Like it evaporates all my health?
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Because my feet is any
It'll put you
number
back
that for the damage that I'm dropped to 0 at, I have to equate that to hours that I'm passed out for.
Oh, I see. Unless, of course, someone heals you, which is fair.
Which is what I asked about Ishmael healing him and more importantly, Aricia.
Yeah,
Because
Lucia's
we came up here to talk to Aricia.
and her ass is grass right now.
Yeah.
You came to talk to Arisia and Bema, So
Yeah.
let's see.
Would my fire go out, by the way? Because I'm covered in green flames.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see here. Ishmael.
He has mass cure wounds. I'm sure he does.
But didn't he waste that? Because we haven't taken a long rest? Thought he said he didn't have any healing.
Ooh. Yep, he's out of slots.
Fuck.
Yeah, you might want to drag her somewhere.
You know what's funny? I can give her temporary hit points. I don't think I can heal her though.
I have healing. I can give her one of my healing lights. 6.
If you get me to a restaurant, I can give her temporary hit points.
I mean,
Yeah, 4.
if you can treat her better elsewhere, just drag her ass somewhere else.
Because I have 66 healing pool that resets when you finish a long rest. As a bonus action, you can heal one creature you can see within 60 feet. Spending dice pool max 1d6 at a time.
Okay. Well, that should work. That should definitely work.
Oh.
So she's not going to turn into a Bodak?
No, thank God.
How long does that process take, by the way?
That would take 24 hours, so that's good.
Typically
It's a full
24 hours.
Am I going to turn into a Bodak?
You didn't die, did you?
You didn't actually. Yeah, it says a creature that is slain by the Bodak's gaze rises. So you got knocked down, but Aricia would be the only one that actually have to worry about that.
You have 4.
4. Okay. You know what? Fine. She's getting up very slowly. She is, at this point, looking like an old woman holding on to her staff. Oh, God. That was awful. Never have me do that again.
Don't worry, we saved you.
Appreciate it.
Kind of.
Where is my daughter?
Good question.
That's a good question. I have something very sad to tell you.
What?
She died.
You let her die?
I didn't let her die, she just died.
That's, I mean, it was an accident.
It wasn't on purpose, I didn't just say, oh, she dead.
She lets go of the staff and immediately falls back onto her ass. She's kind of dumbstruck right now.
Y'all really had to tell her in the middle of a fight.
No, it's post-fight.
Fight's over.
It's better than if we kept it from her. But the thing is, we think we have way to save her.
She looks up at the cow. What are you talking about?
Ludwig, explain detail. I don't
I'm in a
understand this
coma.
one. Oh, fuck, right. Ludwig would know better detail, but he said we have to go to Fell of Shed.
He said you have to go to the Shadowfell?
Yes, that.
Raven Queen.
We have to talk to the Queen of the Ravens.
Alright. She gets up slowly. We'll have to move quickly. Is she at least safe?
The
Wherever
body?
Yes.
That's a good question. Did we take the body up?
You did
No.
not.
Still at the bottom of the thing with bone.
It's kind of turning into a monster.
That's a good question. Sorry, we panicked. We didn't think. Then you know what? He's gonna be safe now. I want to go downstairs and pick her up, and bring her up.
Okay.
Is that a thing I could just do? Hopefully.
I will say 2 things. One, I'll let you go down and get her. but make a perception. Only Deimos.
That's a nat 2.
You don't notice anything.
Great. Beautiful. Just how I like it.
She's still relatively in the same condition that you saw her, which is still true. But you don't notice anything else amiss. You were very focused on getting her. So you bring her back up, and she's covered from the neck down in this horrid necrotic skin at this point. Time passes differently in the Shadowfell, but at the very least, if you get there soon, you might be able to do whatever it is you think you need to do. So,
We can
come with
talk
me.
to Raven Queen is what we need to do.
She calls out to Bema and Dolan as well.
Yes, please. I need help.
Can you two handle the city while I get these? While I get this party to the Shadowfell? They reply yes for the most part, but it's not particularly easy. There's more Bodaks running around for obvious reasons.
Obviously.
Obviously.
But she takes the rest of you. Are you all going to go or no?
Yeah.
Sapphire, Ludwig?
Yep.
I know you're still passed out. Do you
Sure,
want to go?
I wouldn't know what's going on.
Well, no, but would your character want to go? Yeah, I'm just going to say yes.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna. Let's just carry him there. He doesn't get a choice.
I'm almost
He's
400
heavy.
pounds, bro.
Deimos is beefy, boy. Give me
I have a 20 in strength, bro.
I'm 400
me-
pounds. Try me.
Okay,
Listen.
I have double carrying capacity from being a Minotaur, and I have.
Hey, what's your
20 in
carrying
strength.
What's your carrying capacity?
Let me double check. I have double carrying capacity though, because of fucking.
He is a moo cow, so
I can drag up to 600 pounds.
My carrying capacity is 240, so if anything, I could always just help you.
Yeah,
this is true. You can have
I-
confirmed comparing capacity.
I'm able to drag up to 200 pounds.
But that would do damage.
I can
to
drag,
Did
push,
I
or lift.
did I say 200? I said 600. I can carry 300 easily, but 600 I can.
My body
drag,
is 300,
push,
but with my
and
equipment,
carry.
I'm 400.
What I
Yeah,
was
so I'll
Well,
drag
yeah,
you over there. You're a robot. It's fine.
my drag, push, or lift is 480.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a 20 in strength.
DM
So I'll
question.
say
600.
what happens here is
Wait
Deimos
a
grabs
minute.
a hold of his leg, Landon grabs a hold of his arm, and you kind of swing him back and forth between you, like London Bridge style, on your way to the mayor's house.
Question for you, DM.
Yeah?
Is my dragon matured?
I said like yes last time, so yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just have my dragon be sitting on my chest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The rest of you just this little skelly dragon on his chest?
I'll post a picture of it.
Just chilling. You're not doing anything. I mean, with the Shadowfell kind of creeping into the town, you're probably a little bit startled at first, but you hopefully remember the fact that, he has a Dracolich, so.
Why is there a dragon here? It doesn't seem to be attacking.
No, it's just sitting on Ludwig and looking at you.
I try to pet it.
It lets you pet it, but it obviously is made of skelly, so it feels like bones.
I remember Bone, and I smile wistfully.
Oh. Alright. So, you guys are carrying your tin can friend all the way to the mayor's house. Sapphire's along the side here, and you make your way inside the building, and she escorts you to the basement.
Nice place you have here.
The only one who's been in here, mind you, is Sapphire.
Yeah.
That was a great night.
That was a long time ago. And Sapphire, do me a favor and give me a history check.
Okay.
Technically, right now, we're currently in a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been like forever, and yet you're here. So
It's been what, like a day?
exactly.
Not in D&D time.
22.
So, as you make your way down the staircase, Sapphire remembers that the door that they're about to go into was the same door that gave her a horrible, foreboding feeling in the very beginning when she tried to explore the manor.
Okay. Okay.
The mayor walks straight through, and that feeling, although it sends shivers up your spine, it doesn't stop you this time. It doesn't send you reeling. So, are you going to say anything, or are you just going to go through?
I guess I'm just gonna follow.
Okay.
I'm following.
So as you go through, you find that you are in a lab underneath the mayor's manor. Multiple beds, chained with manacles, various vats all over. And it looks like she had been doing some less than savory things here. You can see that certain portions of the beds have been clawed into from people. It's all very clean, though. No blood, no anything. She goes to a workbench and starts digging through her materials. Anyone? Anything?
Point, I think I'm just hiding behind Landon.
Stalin's gonna look at you, Sapphire.
I mean, I'm just gonna ask if she has. Is she saying anything? Because if not, Deimos is just following. Like a good
Yes.
boy.
Not
I'm
saying
just going
much
in.
at the moment. She just brought you to this room specifically, and she's
Okay.
trying to find something in her desk. Let me see if she's already got it really quickly. So yes, she has made. She pulls out an amulet. Okay. This amulet is silver, overall in metal, but the ring around the actual pendant portion is pitch black. It does look as though it's radiating some kind of very dark aura. This is the only one I have of this, and it's in case of emergencies. So please bring it back once you're done with it.
I shall.
Okay. So she's gonna hand it to Deimos. It is an amulet of the plains.
Mm-hmm.
That's very useful.
This one specifically has been constructed. You know what? Anyone who's good with arcane, and Deimos, because you're holding this thing, make a check.
Define good with Arcana.
At least proficiency.
I have a 13.
16.
Did you say 16 or 15?
I said 16.
16.
I'm gonna have Stalin roll for that. Why not?
Okay. What do you get?
7.
Nothing doing on that.
It's alright, he's just a little boy.
We'll say the 16.
It would be awkward if he was the one that passed and he couldn't communicate it to us.
He's just looking at y'all, kind of looking at Sapphire.
The 16 makes you exceedingly worried, because you can see souls wrapping around it and just bleeding from this amulet. It is not a regular amulet of planes. It's very clearly been made from people.
Oh.
It's a philosopher's stone.
This particular amulet of planes, I will tell you, is permanent. Whereas most of the black stone runes would break upon use, this amulet of planes you can use as you see fit to travel back and forth between planes.
That's not bad.
So I will go ahead and toss this in D&D Adventure. But yes, you can use this to go ahead and bring your party to the Shadowfell. Moreover, time
Bring him
passes
home.
differently there. So whatever you want to do there, you should be able to have enough time before she passes away.
Okay. Then I will try to do this. And I look at the crystal and I look at her. How do you use this?
She takes out a ruler and just bops you on the snoot.
Oh.
Hold it
Yeah, I'm doing that.
and go in your head to the
Okay.
shadow.
I want to go in my head to the shadow hell.
Shut the hell.
The shit of hell. Yes.
Oh no. Awful diarrhea.
So do me a favor, Deimos.
Yeah.
Make me an intelligence check.
Oh god. Are you gonna try to make me actually remember how to pronounce this thing?
No.
The 6.
Oh God.
Did you expect anything better?
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Uh-oh.
This is a D20. Let me just roll D100 here. $39.
Okay. This is slightly better. So you and the party get teleported to the Shadowfell.
Oh.
However, you find yourself on an island.
Uh-huh.
That's it. You find yourself on an island.
Oh. Can we look around the island to see anything interesting?
Sure, give me checks.
Stalin is gonna roll for perception.
That's a 4.
Perception is wisdom. So that's D20 plus 2.
What'd you get, Deimos?
4.
A 4. There is sand and trees, and it is warm.
Hey, you know what? That's more than I expected from the Shadowfell.
Everything is gray.
Then how do I know they're sand and not dirt?
You think you're colorblind.
I am colorblind. This is literally no different.
So, okay, so you
I
know
think so.
absolutely nothing about this place.
He's a cow. Cows don't see color.
Boy. What did
They see colors differently from
what did the
from,
ghost
uh,
get?
Huh?
Ludwig?
I'm still passed out, but Stalin got a 6.
He got a 6. So he sat on Deimos's head and knows just as much as Deimos. They're just
Oh,
looking in the same direction.
He's on Deimos' head now?
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing either.
I'm just
He's
over
just a
here
little
dragging your body around with your pet on my head.
Yeah.
Cute.
Landon, are you gonna make any checks here?
What kind of checks would I? What kind of check would I make?
Perception,
Perception.
nature, anything you want to know, anything at all.
That's a nat 2, so.
Oh my goodness.
We're so bad at perceiving anything, guys.
Plus 6, so.
You see sand.
Or
Yeah.
Hey.
could I do, actually, hold on. Could I do investigation?
You can do an investigation. I'm okay with that.
Cool, because I have advantage on that.
Okay.
Not much better. It's a 9.
Dirty
Yeah.
20.
9 total.
The sand is colorless for whatever reason.
Damn.
Sapphire, what would you say?
Dirty 20. It was a 10 plus 10.
Oh, thank God! At least someone rolled high in this. So
We're all a bunch of idiots. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? We got beefy boys.
and your one cleric is AFK.
Yeah.
Yeah. And?
So on top of you being on a beach, Sapphire can see that you are in the middle of the ocean,
Okay.
and you are on a volcanic island.
Okay.
But this is far off from wherever you were previously.
Okay.
I mean,
But you're at least in the Shadowfell. That's one thing. So
I will
do it.
turn to them, and I will, Dora, the adventurous style, be like, "Do you guys know where we are?"
I think we're on a beach.
There's sand here.
It's pretty hot.
Sand doesn't really have much color.
Can you tell anything
What's
else other
color?
than that?
Oh, you also rolled a dirty 20. So I will say, there are geysers nearby and small hot springs that look like they might be suitable for people.
Of this. We're in summer break.
I am going to actually relay the message. Volcanic Island, hot springs. I say we deserve a break. We get naked and relax.
Beach episode.
How long did we have till she died?
She had her head left, but you know there is something weird about time here. So I'll say you have time, you just don't know how much.
So like we could have a beach episode and not have consequences, is what you're saying.
At least for today.
Cool.
But we can actually fucking take a long rest finally.
Huh.
That would be good considering that way we would have to carry Ludwig around everywhere.
Yes,
Right?
please. Thank you. I've been needing. Just used my last rage, and I didn't even get to use it.
Yeah, it's kind of
Out of the people who are here, aside from Ludwig, who is passed out, who would be interested in the Raven Queen and the Shadowfell?
Me.
Yes, me.
I would.
I
be-
would, but not as Deimos.
Make me a history check.
Cool. The ones interested.
Yes.
Cool.
Holy fucking shit.
Uh,
Deimos got a nat 20.
Nice.
nice.
Okay.
That's cocked, but I'm gonna go with it. Because the dice on D&D Beyond said so.
So, Deimos had a goddamn epiphany for some reason.
Yeah, fuck.
And remembers instantly that all you have to do to get to the Raven Queen's palace is want to go there.
Oh, right. Everyone, I think we can take break time. All we have to do to get to palace is say, "Hey, we want to go to palace."
Well, we already want to go though.
No. But we have to think about it in particular. I think.
What we need right now is a break.
So I think we take rest, and then we think about. And as he says that, I just want to say, I love this.
I was not intending a beach episode day, but you know what? This is fine.
Beach episode.
Listen,
You fucking launched yourself by a fail check.
Yep.
here's the thing. Are there trees around?
There are trees. There are trees. There are. It looks like it's built on some kind of small. I did say it's a volcanic island. There's a mountaintop, and you can see smoke coming out of the top.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, vice versa. You don't see smoke coming out of the top.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Here's the more important question. Can
Yeah.
I see birds around?
No,
I
actually,
mean, birds die.
they do.
do elvish birds die?
What you see in the sky are more like, you remember the Shadow Riders and their mounts? Yeah, you see
Yeah.
those.